I'm the R6 lore guy, and one of the biggest moments in Rainbow Six Siege's lore has just happened in the Operation High Stakes comic book. The major reveal on the very first page of this comic book is that Rainbow has been officially deactivated by the GSAC, effective immediately. Yes, the team that we have been playing as this whole time that was reactivated back in 2015 has been officially shut down. This is absolutely insane, so let's jump straight into this comic book. Also, if you want to see a recap of Year 10's lore and how we got to this point, I posted a recap video yesterday. Crazy timing, I know. So we start off in Nighthaven's US base in Detroit, something that we didn't know Nighthaven had until now. It is here where Callie, as well as Ash, who is presumably acting as a representative for Rainbow, is talking to a GSAC member by the name of Smith, who breaks the news to both of them. The vote happened, and it was a majority. The Rainbow program is terminated. You have an hour to ramp down. What the hell, Smith? Reacts Ash. This operation is far from over. We then cut to the operation, which is happening on the ground, where we can see Denari on his mission, searching for Carey's Legion explosives in downtown Detroit. A little light on resistance. Are you sure this is the place, Epsilon? Says Denari, engaged in a gunfight. Positive, replies Epsilon. The Carey's explosive charges must be on the train. We cut back to Ash and Callie, who are still in conversation, with Smith saying any specialists still on the field are to stand down and make their final reports. And their objectives? Asks Callie. They're to be handled by the local authorities, replies Smith. You've done enough. We cut back to Denari, once again engaged in gunfire with Carey's soldiers. Still no explosives, Epsilon. What am I doing here? It was your intel that brought us here, remember? Replies Epsilon. Keep looking. Care to comp me some advice, says Denari. They would be aiming for maximum structural damage. Look for a panel underfoot. Denari looks further down the train where he sees a Carey soldier, but more importantly, a panel. There! What are the odds? I just have to take care of that guy before the explosives go off, he exclaims. We return to the conversation at Nighthaven's US base. We can't just drop it, says Ash. We're so close, Smith. Give us 24 hours and it'll be done. I understand it's a lot to take in, replies Smith. It feels personal to you. But GSAC will make sure nothing falls through the cracks. Callie barges in saying, this isn't what Nighthaven agreed to. Nighthaven's contract will end early. Paid in full, says Smith. Don't worry, GSAC will be in touch. Denari's mission continues. Denari eliminates the Carey soldier as he approaches the hatch. We're out of options. This better be it. Fingers crossed, replies Epsilon. Denari quickly opens the hatch. Epsilon, there's only one package here. Again? Damn it, replies Epsilon. Smith's conversation continues with Ash and Callie. Look, I know this isn't what you wanted to hear. It's not what I wanted to hear either. The prototype was destroyed. They can't make more explosives. The only way I can buy you time is if you give me proof that Phobos has something else cooking. Ash turns to Callie, but with a defeated expression, admits, I got nothing else. Just as she finishes her sentence, a tired Denari bursts into the room, to the surprise of all three of them, presenting a diffused explosive. Defusal. Done. Denari, give us something, orders Callie. Minimal on-site resistance. Epsilon. Sorry, ran all the way here. Epsilon said it's the same all over Detroit. Meaning Phobos still has explosives to throw around. He chose civilian targets, not strategic ones. To buy himself time. He's not finished. So there's more of these in play, says Smith, as she begins to do some thinking. Tell me you know exactly where Phobos is going, what happens if you don't stop him, and what you're going to do about it. Between Dokubi's hack and the map in the Carey safe room, the only option Phobos has left is the port of Detroit, says Denari. Ash continues by saying, if we don't stop him, these explosives go global. Thousands could die, and Rainbow wouldn't be there to stop it. And Callie concludes by saying, so we go. We seize the explosives, and we stop Phobos. GSAC will still get what it wants, but the job will be done. Thanks to the input by all three operators, Smith, who does seem to be on their side, grows a positive smile and says, sounds like actionable intel to me. I'll get you those 24 hours. Cohen, what's the plan? As she turns to Ash. 2 teams. Alpha will be responsible for the explosives. Delta will go after Phobos. You have the specialist you need on base? Questions Smith. Affirmative, replies Ash. We can leave within the hour. Then do it, says Smith. And make damn sure Rainbow's last mission is one we can all remember proudly. Am I clear? And as Smith dismisses the 3 operators, Ash replies, yes ma'am. And oh my god, there we have it, the comic book for Operation High Stakes. The meaning behind this season's name is very evident now that we have seen this. This truly is high stakes. It seems as it currently stands, despite getting the approval for an extension of 24 hours, Rainbow is shut down. This is going to be Rainbow's final mission for the foreseeable future. Nighthaven's contract on top of this will be terminated early, with their full payment still being made. And they also said that GSAC will be in contact with them. Now, I don't know if this means just for the payment, or maybe that the GSAC have different plans for Nighthaven. I made a theory video roughly at the start of year 10, saying that I actually think Nighthaven's angle would be maybe to take the sort of contract to maybe replace Rainbow like in a GSAC setting, so like GSAC fund Nighthaven instead of Rainbow, if Nighthaven can do a somewhat better job in their eyes, I guess. I don't know, it could potentially go down that route, but it does seem like Nighthaven is also getting broken off with again. So will we see Rainbow operatives taking refuge within Nighthaven now? Is Nighthaven now going to be sort of like Rainbow in a sense, where they're going to act off the grid and work as a PMC, or a lot of these operators are going to act as more mercenaries now and still fight the Carries Legion, just without the funding of GSAC and without the backing of NATO? This is an absolutely insane narrative for a comic book to drop. This is the 2015 reactivation, the start of Rainbow Six Siege, now concluding in a sense. I'm not saying this is the end of the lore. There's definitely still going to be more coming from this. I don't think this is like them finishing the lore story, but for the foreseeable future, as a team, Rainbow is now done. We are going to have to wait and see if they can take out Phobos in time though. But I don't think the outcome will change anything. Even if they're able to kill Phobos and, you know, prevent the bombs from being transported, it still seems like Rainbow would be shut down. If they fail to stop Phobos, it also seems like Rainbow's still going to be shut down. Now, the GSAC said, like, don't worry, we're not going to, like, let everything fall in place. They are still going to have measures. They're still going to have deimos in custody. They'll still have people tackling the Carries Legion, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be Rainbow. But an absolutely insane revelation in the lore. We've had the GSAC vote lingering ever since Hereford Base's attack, when we learned that when Blackbeard was escorting the GSAC member. It has been lingering over them for the past year in the narrative, and especially with, like, Assault on Hereford and stuff like that, it's very clear that it was potentially going in this direction. It also makes sense as well. The last Rainbow operative we've had narratively was Raura, and she was already a striker recruit prior to that, so technically they weren't recruiting a new operator. That would be due to the scrutiny from the GSAC, probably not giving them funding to get new operatives. And then Denari is a part of Nighthaven. He's a Nighthaven agent. So Rainbow haven't had any new operatives for the past year in a sense, because Raura was still technically already on Rainbow. And it seems like maybe going into year 11, we may not even get any new operatives. Unless something does change between this time, it seems like we may be getting a Nighthaven agent, or maybe even Carries Legion operators if Rainbow has been officially deactivated in the narrative. But this is definitely going to continue next season with the year 10 season 4 cinematic, or it may even continue fully with the year 11 cinematic. I have a feeling that the year 11 cinematic might be the best one we get yet. Rainbow has officially been deactivated. I am 100% going to make more videos on this. This was just my initial breakdown of the comic book. But yeah, holy fuck, I think is the only thing I can say right now. This is exciting, and I can't wait to see what comes from this. Huge narrative decision. Yeah, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this comic book. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Sub for more R6 lore content. And I'll see you in the next one.